Welcome to the Book Wormhole, a brand new series on the Sci-Fi Academia YouTube channel. My name is Cademan David, and I just read the book Godly Ambition. Now, if you're familiar with a Christian YouTuber by the name of Ruslan, this is his book, and it's a good book on just how to navigate sort of running a business as a Christian. I would highly recommend, if you're trying to start a YouTube channel, to pick up this book. It was very helpful for me and gave me a lot to sort of think about on what exactly I want to do with this very YouTube channel. And on top of all of that, there's just been sort of negative sort of view on Christian artwork for a long time, right? Christian movies are made to only really appeal to moms. That's their target audience, which is fine. Christian moms should have movies to watch, but the problem is when every Christian movie is made to appeal to moms, it kind of sounds like, it kind of makes people think Christianity is only for moms or people who like the same sort of things that moms might like. Nonetheless, it really doesn't have to be this way, and proof of that, let's see if I can find it. C.S. Lewis here. I have the silver chair. I was looking for The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which I also have right here. No, but C.S. Lewis, or even Tolkien, the Tolkien less so, they made good artwork as Christians that I think isn't necessarily Christian novels, as they can be enjoyed by non-Christians and are enjoyed by many non-Christians, but also do preach to people. There is parts of the gospel within these stories, and it's so clear to see, and there's so much sort of philosophical and theological value in these books. But why am I talking about C.S. Lewis? He didn't write Godly Ambition. Ruslan wrote Godly Ambition. Well, I think the reason that we don't have a lot of more modern books like Narnia or Lord of the Rings is because Christianity is so scared of ambition, and rightfully so, because there can be vain, selfish ambition, which is a bad thing. But I believe there is also godly ambition. And I think that, if you're gonna make something beautiful, something that really speaks to people and inspires them and encourages them and drives them and does all those good things that stories should do or that artwork should do, you have to be ambitious. So what do you do? How do these things get made? Well, if these things are good, which I believe storytelling is very good, there's a reason it naturally sort of speaks to all of us, granted to different extents, but I think there's a form of godly ambition that we can chase after, that we can follow. Anyway, a lot of that is kind of touched on in Ruslan's book. I would highly recommend picking it up. It is very good, again, especially if you are trying to start some sort of a business as a Christian. That's just what most of the book is about. It's mostly just business advice, which is great if you're doing something like starting a YouTube channel or stuff like that. So highly recommend. Ruslan does a lot of great works with apologetics and things like that, and the people he's worked with and conferences he's put on is very good. I really think God has blessed the work he's been doing, and he's used it a lot in my life. So check out the book. But until next time, farewell. This has been the first episode of Book Wormhole. I plan to do more, so if you like the way I talked about this book and would like to hear me talk about other books in a various array of genres, you can subscribe and an automatic A+ to anyone who hits the like button or leaves a comment talking about if they've read Godly Ambition, what their thoughts were. Bye-bye!